Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Wednesday, y'all! Gap has released first look of the YEEZY collaboration. There's a new revelation in the BIGGIE SMALLS murder, and R. Kelly is experiencing a shakeup with his lawyers. We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! Hey beauty besties, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and it's empty. All right, how you doing out there, sugar? I hope you are having a great week. Baby, the tea is hot today. There is an 80-year-old woman in Pakistan, I should say there was an 80-year-old woman in Pakistan who died 2 weeks later after having surgery. Now, the doctor that gave her the surgery was not a doctor at all. In fact, he was an ex-security officer from the hospital who posed as a doctor and provided the surgery. Say what now? I'm sorry. There's a lot to unpack here, and you know I got questions. First of all, who allowed this man into this operating room? Because the last time I checked, don't you need a badge in order to move around a hospital, especially in an operating room? Those are called like secured areas, right? Apparently this ex-security officer worked at the hospital and was fired for extorting money from patients. So y'all telling me y'all fired this man and y'all didn't reclaim y'all badge from this man? How did this man get into this operating room? That's the first question. Second question is, they had to put this woman under for this surgery. Where was the anesthesiologist? Y'all didn't ask no questions, anesthesiologist. Y'all just show up and was like, all right, let's do this. Nobody had any questions for this doctor. This doctor had no question. It was not unusual for the doctor not to have questions for the anesthesiologist and the anesthesiologist not to have questions for the doctor. Like, I'm just figuring out here how there were other medical professionals in this operating room and nobody could clock the security officer that was dressed up as a doctor like it was Halloween. I'm just asking. And here's the third question. There was also said that there was a licensed tech that was in the operating room while the surgery was going down. So you telling me, licensed tech, that you allowed this man to play the game of operation all up inside this woman and nothing looked off as he was bopping around inside of her? You wasn't suspicious that this was not a doctor or that he didn't know what he was doing? And again, the crazy part is, all of these people were around and nobody had any questions? Well, apparently the hospital is also trying to weasel their way out of it as well. The hospital is saying that they're doing an investigation, but apparently they can't keep up with every single doctor that works in this hospital because it's a big hospital. So y'all don't know who is a doctor and who isn't a doctor? And my other question is, was no one a little bit suspicious that at one point this man was a security officer and within no time he was back dressed in scrubs and in a white jacket like he was a doctor? Ain't nobody getting their doctorate that quick without doing all the other steps before you end up in somebody's operating room. So I'm just trying to figure out, who is this family going to be able to sue? Where is the justice? Because apparently the family not only hired the ex-security officer and paid him for the surgery, they also hired him to come to do surgery follow-up with her at her home. And apparently this was a whole scheme, honey. This man was all up and through Pakistan running this charade, all up in people's home offering health care. What? So I will say this, the man is in custody, but it blows my mind that nobody recognizes this man. This can't be the Superman Clark Kent syndrome here. This man looked familiar to folks. And on top of that, you gotta be real froggy, sir, to take a couple of Grey's Anatomy classes and now think that you're a whole doctor. I know I watch Law & Order SVU, Rizzoli and Owls, and Major Crimes. Don't judge me. But what I do know for sure is I'm not walking up into nobody's courtroom with a briefcase or on anybody's crime scene with my magnifying glass trying to solve a crime. It's the unmitigated gall of it all for me. What I know for sure, baby, is we're now living in Martin Jumanji and the Twilight Zone. Earth is officially now ghetto for me. You got ex-security officers posing as cops. Catch me if you can. Speaking of Earth being the ghetto, Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, has announced that once he steps down, on July 20th, he is launching himself into space and he is taking his brother with him. Y'all know I got questions. First off, Jeff, who you know up there? So much so that Who do you know up there, and what do you know that's about to happen down here outside of everything else that's already happening down here, that you about to leave us here on Earth alone and try to forge a new life for you and your brother all up and through space? In addition, once you get into space, what's the move? Are you checking into a space hotel? Because y'all know we had talked about them trying to build a space hotel, but it ain't built just yet. What you doing once you get up there, Jeff? You playing polo with your other rich friends? Is there any other rich friends of yours that's going into space that we don't know about? Let me find out. Jeff Bezos is going up to space looking for property, so when the ish goes down here on Earth, he already got the bag, the house, the car, and everything else secured on another planet. I'm not playing with y'all. I know the rich has access to lots of things, but I need to know what is about to go down here on Earth now that Jeff Bezos is actually launching himself into space. And he's doing it on one of his own rocket ships that his space company made. So you know it's going to be secure. What y'all think about this? Y'all feel a little suspicious, or y'all think he's just frolicking and playing with his money because he has the money to play with these expensive toys? Y'all let me know. Have y'all been keeping up with these fashion collaborations? Child, I love a good fashion collaboration. I think H&M has really shown how it can be done. So yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but YEEZY, Kanye West's clothing line, has a collaboration with Gap. Well, Gap has given us the first look, and the jacket won't be available to this fall, but it's called the Round Jacket, and it's selling for $200. Now, here's the thing. The jacket has no zippers, no buttons, no snaps, and apparently to me, no protection. Because while your arms and your back is going to be warm, your chest is all exposed, y'all. Chest colds and walking pneumonia is real. No, thank you. Not to mention, the jacket is made out of recycled material. It's giving very fall-winter 2021 landfill collection, a la Missy Elliott in The Rain, you know, the little garbage bag thing. I can't take it. Now, I know deep down in my soul that this jacket's going to sell out because, you know, it's a celebrity collaboration, but I'm not here for it. The jacket ain't cute enough for me, nor is it worth the $200. But y'all buying this jacket? Are y'all here for this YEEZY and Gap collection collaboration? Child, I need to see more things. And if I know anything about the YEEZY brand, it's going to probably give us very much fall, autumn 2021 landfill. In addition to the Gap YEEZY collaboration, did y'all see that Crocs and Balenciaga are collaborating as well? Now, if high-low was a thing, it would be this collaboration. And for all my Croc fans out here, I want y'all to have designer dreams. It's just not this for me, okay? First of all, they literally took a pair of Crocs and stuck a Captain Hook's peg leg heel on it. I'm concerned because I know certain things has a height and weight requirement, like, you know, roller coasters and other things for safety reasons. This shoe, this Croc heel, looks like a disaster waiting to happen. And it just does not look secure enough for me. And what makes this even more hilarious is the fact that these Croc Balenciaga collab shoes are going to be selling for $850. Well, baby, if y'all... I want somebody to get the YEEZY round jacket and wear the Croc Balenciaga heels and stunt on the kids. Because with this collaboration, with these collaborations, I should say, it's a win for somebody, but it's a no for me. Let's move on. By the way, who's a Croc fan out here? And are y'all interested in this Croc Balenciaga collaboration? I'm actually interested to know. Well, two key attorneys in the R.KELLY'S federal sex trafficking case has asked to withdraw from the case 2 months before the trial starts. Now, I don't know if it's just y'all, but I don't know why I feel like R. Kelly has been locked up for a minute and that this trial has started a long time ago. But I guess we could just thank or blame this coronavirus for the delay of this case, child. But attorney Stephen Greenberg and Michael Leonard has asked the courts to withdraw for reasons that are significant and impossible to describe to be able to properly continue to represent R. Kelly. That sounds like code of R. Kelly's money is running out, but these two attorneys are saying that they're having issues with the other lawyers on the case, but it has everything to do with the experience and skill level of the existing attorneys and having R. Kelly's best interest at hand. Now, Stephen Greenberg and Michael Leonard are saying if the courts need them to stay on, they will stay on in a standby capacity. But baby, they're saying that they do not want to represent this case anymore and they want to withdraw. Now, here's my other suspicion and my conclusion that I made up in my head. Sounds to me that Steven Greenberg and Michael Leonard are trying to jump ship before this case goes to trial, and it sounds like they might feel like it might be a losing case. So to me, my conclusion is there's money issues and that this is a losing case and they're trying to save their reputation ahead of time. Run, Forrest, run. Y'all know how I feel about this case. Throw away the key and lock him up, but he is entitled to a fair trial. So we shall see if the Pied Piper of pedophilia comes out victorious or spends the rest of his days locked away from society. Speaking of crimes, did y'all hear about this new conspiracy theory involving Biggie Smalls and Suge Knight? You know, I call it a conspiracy theory, honey, because it's still alleged, but the New York Post article says that there is a former FBI agent who worked this case of Biggie's death for 2 years, and he is now speaking out claiming that Suge Knight financed the murder of Biggie Smalls. Let me grab my tea. Former FBI agent Phil Carson says that Suge Knight financed the entire operation of Biggie's murder, but the intended target was Diddy. And if y'all remember correctly, the night of Biggie's death, Diddy was in the SUV in front of Biggie, but baby, word on the curb was that Suge Knight was so upset that Tupac died, because that was his cash cow, that he financed and hired a hitman to take out Biggie. What makes this even more sippable and hot, make sure y'all blow, is that Phil Carson, the former FBI agent, is also saying that the LAPD did a cover-up on this whole murder investigation, even down to the city attorneys trying to block the investigation from the FBI, that there were crooked and corrupt cops that helped to cover all the evidence up. Now, y'all know I'm only reporting to tea because I don't mess with Suge Knight out here in these streets because, you know, Suge gets things done behind the bars, child. I just want to know, now that we've heard all of this from Phil Carson, will there be a break in this case? Will we find out new details in regards to Biggie Smalls' murder? Because here's the thing. Biggie and Tupac is the murder mystery of our lifetime, child. So I need to know these things. And my other question is, did we not think Suge Knight was involved in the Biggie murder? I'm just saying, the tea is too hot for me with this case. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on. Who loves you? I do, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.